How are you? How are ye this morning, time pirates? I was gonna get there, I swear. I didn't even walk the dog today because I've got to walk her tomorrow before 4th of July, and I'm like, I get a day off, dang it! So I took today off, and I had to gather more stuff for my son because he's having the party, which is great because it's less work for me because I don't have to clean. Um, but it's the first time he's done the party, and we want him to be successful, so we're helping him. Um, Not any party, like he had us over for dinner, but that's a low pressure kind of thing, right?
Right, right.
But he's had 40 people over. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it's gonna be a big when we used to have big barbecues when he was little for 4th of July because it would be a whole neighborhood thing. So we'd
Oh,
invite family, but it really wasn't for family, it was for the entire neighborhood.
right.
And so we would even like block off the street because we had a street you could go through, but you didn't have to go through unless you lived on that street. You could go any other way, right? You didn't have to. And so we would block the street off and like the whole street, everyone except a couple of the houses that had old grouchy people. And even them sometimes would sit on their porch and wave at us, but only sometimes. And then we would all come out. So we would have it, as the um, later in the evening, right? Like 6 or 7, we would start so that we could, eat and everything for a few hours and then do fireworks, right? I don't understand why people have
Ooh.
4th of July barbecues at like, 2. I'm like, why? First of all, hottest part of the day. Second of all, you're gonna hang around for 8 hours until you can fire off fireworks. Why? Why? So we always started late, right? Um, but
See,
Sandra would always smoke meat, and everyone would bring a dish, right? And then I
right.
always did potatoes and corn. But I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. And then usually dessert,
Ooh,
just so if no one else brought things, we had those things.
right.
Um, but so this time Xander's doing the meat. We're gonna bring the hot dogs. And I had so many 4th of July decorations, but we haven't had that party since we've been here, in this new house. Um, and the kids were older, things got busier. We just never had it. And I think and that's not true. We had it the first 2 years we were here.
Right.
But then it got really crazy. Both kids in high school, but there was no way. It just wasn't happening. And the actually, I think it's just Xander was in high school. Jenna was in middle school, but she was riding horses. So we were at the barn, 5 days a week, sometimes seven
A
days a
lot.
week. Five
Ooh.
days was minimum. So it was just too much. So I couldn't do that because it's huge, right? When you have all those people over doing all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I would get stuff for the kids to do. So we would have little tattoos and all kinds of stuff and just fun things for them as well and all that kind of stuff. So Xander's party, though, will be mostly adults, right? Because he's the oldest um, of the family. But the youngest is really little. Aaron's kids, they don't count, as in they're the only 3 little ones. And there's only 2 little ones at this point.
Right.
Everyone else they're adults or older teenagers, right? So I'm not worried about that. But the only thing I'm worried about is that it's going to be 110 degrees. It
Oof.
wasn't usually that hot, and we would always put sprinklers in the yard so kids could run through them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's going to be interesting. So I think we'll probably keep all the food inside, and then we have tables outside for people to sit. And we told everyone to bring their own chairs, and I'm sure they'll do fireworks out front. We only have one 10 by 10. Our party was since it was so big, and we had so many people. We bought a huge 10 by 20 that we would set up and decorate. And we had that. We used it every 4th of July. We used it for a couple other things, but 4th of July is why we bought it and we used it.
Right.
Um, but we don't have it anymore. So, yeah. As you can see, my head is in planning mode. So I put out extra tables
Mm-hmm.
and I put all these things because he's got the truck. So he's coming over this morning and grabbing the truck. I told him he needs to mow the lawn like the day before. So he's doing that first right now. Because you don't want all that grass in the air when you have people coming over. You know what I mean? So you need to do
Right.
it like the day or a couple days before. But it's been raining for him, so he couldn't do it yesterday.
Oh
But yeah,
well.
Kevin's gonna go help him, and they're gonna smoke the meat today. And then I'm going over tomorrow morning after I walk the dog and getting everything decorated and stuff, and seeing what else we need that I might have to run and go get.
Ooh.
Do you have plans for 4th of July?
We're gonna do a cookout. We don't do fireworks, so we're one of the ones that does it at like 2 p.m.
I mean, even if because the last couple times at our house when we didn't do fireworks, we
Right.
just watch everyone else's.
That's what Alan was just saying. I was like, we're gonna watch our neighbors' fireworks. We sit up back because they always shoot them up. So we've got them in different locations, and we just go, "Ooh, look at that one! Ooh, there's one!" But no, I have to go to the store today and pick up. We're gonna do like hamburgers and hot dogs. We'll have his parents over and maybe a couple friends.
Yep. Yeah, they were supposed to go to the store yesterday, but Xander forgot that he was helping a friend move.
Ugh. You can tell I need
I
my
hope he told
coffee.
people to. I hope he told people to bring. He also told everyone to just bring a dish, even though I told him you need to bring them. You need to give them a category of dish. Like you
Oh
bring
yeah,
dessert, right? You don't tell them specifically what to bring, right? But okay, you bring dessert. You bring some kind of carb. Potato chips, potato salad, noodle, whatever the frick, right? Okay, you bring and there's always someone that's like, I don't want to cook.
right,
And so for that person, you're like, can you bring plates? You know what I mean? So you didn't get
right,
that. So I'm gonna go get plates. Because you have to be a little, when you have something this big, you have to be a little organized. Again, you don't tell them what to bring. Like you bring a vegetable. So we would bring people. So we'd have people that just bought a vegetable plate because that's all they could do. That's great, right? Or we'd have people
right.
that make like this fancy broccoli salad thing. That's great too, right? So it's like whatever. This is your category. Whatever you want in that category, bring it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Because that way you don't have 9,000 potato salads and nothing else. So
that is true.
we'll see what happens.
Here, Alan.
No, what do you say?
He was like, 9,000 potato salad.
Alan's like, I'm on my way.
Kelly's house would be on and popping. She'd be having a lot of food. And they
You could cook.
they smoke their meat.
Yep, they're smoking. Kevin and Xander are smoking 2 briskets and 2 pork butts.
Ooh.
And then we're bringing hot dogs just for people who don't want any of that. So we'll have hot dogs too. So plenty of meat. There's always plenty of meat. This is Texas. But yeah, I feel like I need to write their grocery list. I'm like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's hard when you've been the one always in charge and then try not to be in charge. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I had not been in charge, it wouldn't have been a big deal. And I want Xander, he's very sensitive, and I want to make sure that he's successful, He'll be fine. He'll have this down eventually, I promise you, but he's never done it before,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he does this one, and then he goes, okay, this worked and this didn't, and I can change that, and yep.
I mean, we could hope. Also, Kevin and I always did it together, right? And it's just him. So we want to make sure that we're helping him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And we had Dad's help because Dad was living with us. So he'd help us put up the tent and stuff.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, we used to buy rolls 4th of July tablecloth, like just plastic rolls of it to put down. And I don't have any. So I'm gonna have to just go buy some plastic ones because it was way cheaper just to buy the rolls and cut it and tape it to the table,
Right.
And then it looks all festive and it was fun. And it was nice having the 10 by 20 because we could decorate the top of the tent. So it would be all 4th of July. So yeah.
Well, you'll be able to decorate with that.
I'll probably, because we bought one piece after one piece up. So every year we got something extra, right? So until we had like a really good supply. And so that's why I was like, oh, Xander, I'll just give it all to you. And I was like, oh, nope, sorry. We went through a cleaning thing and I apparently threw it all out.
Wow.
We used to have big Halloween parties too. That was the other thing when we used the 10 by 24. And then I haven't thrown all that stuff out yet. Yeah.
I did go get paint yesterday, and so I did finish the second coat for the bookcases.
Yes, I saw that on Discord. Nicely done, man. Nicely done. So you just have the 2 smaller ones left?
I have one more 8-foot one that goes on the back wall, and then the
Okay.
2 smaller ones.
And then 2 smaller ones. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. All right, let's check out chat and see how y'all are this morning. We have Vanessa in first again. I like this new Vanessa.
What?
Vanessa says, morning, pirates. And Allie says, morning, Kelly, Vanessa, and chat reading Dungeon Crawler Carl 3 on page 105. That's amazing. Wow. My daughter is halfway through Dungeon Crawler 1. So she's having a good old time. I'm like, look, everyone in the world is reading it before me. Well, you and me, Alicia.
I haven't read it yet, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see what everyone votes for. And Sue says, good morning, everyone. Lindsay says, sorry, in a meeting, so we'll pop on afterwards. Started listening to my anthology so I can do one story at a time, and also listening to David Copperfield for Element for Here Kid. Nice. Nice. Allie says, good morning, Sue. Vanessa says, morning, everyone. Why, good morning, Vanessa. And Annette says, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Why, good morning, Annette. And there's Agent T. Hi, all. Hi, Lindsay, Sue, and Vanessa. And Annette and Kalisha. I like our name. I might name a character Kalisha with one L, though. I mean, that's a cool fantasy name. That would work.
There you go.
Allie says, hi, Agent T. Annette says, Agent T, how are you? And there's Olivia. Why, hello, Olivia.
Hello.
Fine afternoon to you. Go back. And Olivia says, hi, Alicia. Hi, Vanessa, Allie, Agent T, Sue, Lindsay, and Annette. And Molly has joined us. You can start now. We were waiting for you, Molly. That's what I was just waiting for you. And then I started chat. Can you tell?
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia says, hi, Molly. I'm not distracted by big parties or anything. Also, my favorite, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I have an edit I have to get finished by the end of Sunday. And in order to meet my reading goals, it says I have to read 395 pages a day. Did I mention barbecue party thing?
I was going to say, that's...
I don't know what book I'm going to sacrifice. I might have to not read the last thing he told me because I haven't even started it.
There you go.
Because I can use a Here Kid, because I do have a excuse me, a prompt that it replaces one. I might just have to do that. And so just finish Nigeria Jones and then do that for the thriller. Because I can't read all these books. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And I can't not read my book club books. You know what I mean? So
that is true.
And Allie says, I have to work tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's pretty normal though, right? Like, cause we, our barbecue parties were most of the people that lived in our neighborhood didn't work in retail. Right. And so they, worked during the week and were off on the weekend. So anytime we had a Saturday, 4th of July, it was always way bigger than cause it happens whenever it happens. Right. So if we have like a Wednesday one, it would not be nearly as big of a party. The Saturday ones are big parties. So we'd always pray like, oh, it's Saturday this year. All right, we got to get out the because
all of the things,
right? Because some people would even have 4th of July off, but the next day off, right? So you don't want to get stupid drunk. But when and plus with the neighborhood one, you just walked from your house, so you could drink all you wanted because you were just walking back to your house. Do you see what I mean? So we partied.
Yeah,
we would have entire 5 gallons full of margaritas. We would just make a bigger one. That was always fun because we'd have to make sure the kid one was labeled kid and the adult one was adult, and so we could keep an eye on it. Yeah, that was
keep it at opposite ends of the table.
Yeah. No, that makes it more confusing. It's better if they're, because then people just fill it up without reading it. But if they're next to each other, people read what's in it because they don't want whatever they don't want, right?
Oh, gotcha.
And the kids were still little and good, so they didn't get anything on purpose. Now with teenagers, that's
a different story.
We'd have to have a guard. Yeah. And Olivia says, I filmed a video for Here Kid 3, but it's taking ages to export. Oh, I'm sorry. My TBR video goes up today. Because I like to post it on Saturday, but it's 4th of July, and who's going to be watching things? So I put it up for today. So it'll have the whole weekend for when people have to stop by. But I need to film my Here Kid 3, and I'm waiting till I finish it, right? So I have a book haul to film, and I have Here Kid 3 to film. But I have, 400 pages to read and an edit to finish and a party to plan. So none of that is happening right now. It's gonna wait. And Agent T said, hi, Livia. Hi, Molly. I am good. Thanks, Annette. Allie says, hi, Annette. Annette says, hi, Livia. I look forward to checking out your video when it uploads. Annette says, Allie, hello. Livia says, I hope today, Annette. That's right. Come on, man. Get up there, video. And it says, I have so many books for Here Kid and I want to start, but holding off until the 7th. I would pretend I'm doing it on purpose till the 7th, but I'm not. I've got to finish. So I started on the 7th last year too, even though I wanted on the 1st for the same reason. So it is what it is. I guess I do need the full year. I can't cut a week out.
Nope.
And Vanessa says, I'm not going to get Darker Shade of Magic done before it has to go back to the Libby. Oh
no.
So it's going to be a while before I can finish it. Stupid thing. I'm so sorry. I really think they should give us 3 weeks like Hoopla does.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I forgot to do Hoopla, which means it's probably already full. I did it at 6 a.m. yesterday. It was like, your library borrows are full.
Rude.
It happens every time. I have to do it like just after midnight to get it, which means a lot of people are probably doing that, which is why it's always full.
Oh, I just do mine during the day.
Well, again, I live in a very big city, and benefit is lots of things to do. The detriment is lots of people wanting all the same things I do. And, you know, I live in Texas, so it's not like the, yeah, it's full. The collective daily borrow limit set by your library has been reached. I'm in Texas, and, well, you're in Florida, same thing. It's not like they support their libraries. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be up past midnight trying to get all this shit done, so I will hit the button and try.
Disney celebrates America for 24 hours.
Aww.
Tonight at 10 p.m., they're doing a Statue of Liberty event. Saturday at 7 a.m., they're doing the Seven Wonders of America. Tomorrow at noon, they're doing a hot dog eating contest. And then at 8 is the Star Spangled Bash.
Can you help
Oh,
me?
how fun. And Olivia says, ooh, I'll add Demon Copperhead for elements and retelling. That's what I'm doing. I have Demon Copperhead on that. But I want to read David Copperfield too. Because I want to do that like the original and the retelling. So that one I'll be doing later because those books are big. And Annette says, Livia, it's so good. You'll love it. Molly says, you cannot be just one book short of finishing, Kelly. I might have to be, man. I have a life and a job, and I don't know that I can manage it. Look, I'm going to try. I'm not giving up yet. I have a couple days, but I don't know, man.
I don't know how this is supposed to go, but he wants me to fix it.
What are you fixing?
It's a frog.
It looks like a frog already. What's wrong with it?
Well, that's because I'm holding it. If I let go, it kind of flattens out. But he wants it to, like, stand up.
Put a rock underneath it. Doesn't he have lots of rocks?
He has a whole gallon-sized bag of them.
See?
But they're tiny rocks. I'll figure it out.
Net says, I'm reading Thoughts Be Bloody today. It's an arc and a trans retelling of Hamlet. Oh, set in a magical school on September 15th. That sounds good. Thoughts Be Bloody.
I figured it out.
I can't say Hamlet's my favorite play, but it's definitely the one I'm most familiar with. Since it's, you know, everywhere all the time. Oh, I saw that cover.
Sure.
Interesting. I'm adding that to want to read. I have all my books chosen already, but that doesn't mean things won't change. So we'll see what happens. And I don't know if I have a trans on there, so it'd be nice to have a trans book on there. Vanessa says, mine does give 3 weeks, but I took time away to finish King Sorrow. Oh, I gotcha. So I'm really the stupid thing, not Libby.
You are not.
You are not. You're trying to balance and be smart with your money. So no, I don't think that's stupid.
Yeah.
I think that's just, again, you know, a job and a life, and you're trying to also do this. I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Ren says, hello, everyone. Why, hello, Ren. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to you. Agent T says, I can't decide if I should read my book or go to the library. Well, you could put an audiobook in and listen to that on your way to the library. Then you're doing both.
She has a point.
See. Livia says, hi, Bren. Ren says, reading Marbles, Mania, Depression, Michelangelo, and Me, a graphic novel memoir by Ellen Forney.
That's an interesting title in itself.
Yeah, I was like, that is a title. Molly says, I forgot to get my last 8 borrows and my bonus borrows on June 30th. I am sad faced. Oh, I'm sorry. For Hoopla. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't use I use Hoopla every now and again when they finally have like even this, it's an ebook. It's not even an audiobook that I'm getting. Because I'm reading too many I have too many physicals, so I need to get an ebook otherwise I'm not going to finish the books I need to this week for my book clubs.
I think she's talking about because like if you go the last day of the month and you check out a bunch of stuff, it resets on the first of the month. So then you have extra borrows. So if she would have gone June 30th, then she would have had the 3 weeks for those books. And then July 1st, it would have restarted. And then she could get however many more.
Well, I'm not going to read 16 Hoopla books in a month. I can promise you that one.
No, I can't do that either.
Wait till you see how many books I read last month on my TBR video. Yeah, it's a new record for me.
Oh,
Here,
yeah?
kid, man. Yeah, here, kid. Excuse me. There weren't any huge ones, though. You know what I mean?
They were all smaller.
They were all normal size, like 400 pages, right? And then there were a couple smaller. None of them were like, over 600. And Ren says, hey, Livia, and Ashley's here. Why, hello, Ashley. How are you today? Agent T says, what prompt are you short on? Can you read a picture book or something for it? I mean, maybe, but to me that I might as well just use the thing I have because to me that's still cheating. Because I want to read the ones that I have set out for it. I love taking the books off of my shelf, them on my carts because they're for a readathon, right? So this is the last book I need. It's not even that long and it's a thriller and I'm sure it reads fast. And so this is the last one, the last thing he told me. I wish I could get it on audio without paying for it, but I can't. And so it's like weeks and weeks wait on Libby and it's not on Hoopla at all. And I don't have a credit right now, but I wouldn't want to use a credit for this anyways. It's a thriller. It's not my favorite. But I need the he. So I'm sure there'd be a picture book that has he. It's for my quotes. The last thing I need for my quote. And I'm 63% into the audiobook for the last one I need for the Here Kid 1 challenge, which was I was doing author last names for the alphabet. So that'll be 26 books almost done. So that one I will get done. This is the only one I don't see that I can get done. I have to finish Some People because that's talk discussion is on Tuesday and I'm only 27%, though it's reading very fast. Yeah, there's only 304 pages. Oh. 303. There's only 303 pages, right? And it's a thriller. I should be able to whip through it. But being able to whip through it and having the time to do so are not the same thing.
We need a time turner.
I need a time turner just to finish Your Kid. That would still be cheating, though. And Allie says, hi, Ren. Hi, Ashley. Ren says, Kelly, I saw you finish The Last Graduate. How are you liking this Scholomance universe so far? I really enjoyed that trilogy. I loved that book. Naomi Novik might be my favorite author. Every book I read from her affects me. I love it. I loved that book. Holy moly, the ending, what was going on. My review for that on Goodreads, I'm starting to find my review voice too, and it's a little snarky, just for the record. I can't even, it blew me away. And I almost dropped everything I was doing to go to the library because I looked and they had book 3 to go get book 3 and just read that and forget everything else I have to do. But obviously I didn't. But man, when I put that book down, that was the only thing I wanted to do. I was like shaking, making myself not do it because I'm a responsible adult. I cannot go do this.
Like right I have other things to read.
But not just and then I had work to do and I had because I stopped work. I'm like, I'm gonna finish this book real quick, right? And 2 hours later, and I was like, okay, I got work to do now. I cannot stop it. I'm not doing this right now. I can do it on Monday. But even then, I have other stuff to read. I cannot read book 3 right now. And I'm just, oh my gosh, it's so good, Ren. So good. I'm assuming you loved it too. That's why you're asking me. And this, like, book 1 has mixed reviews, and I don't know why. They're crazy. Because book 1 was good. Book 1, I loved book 1, but book 2 hurt me. It hurt.
I have
It's
book
so
1.
good.
I haven't read it yet.
Oh my gosh, it's so
It's
good.
on
I mean,
the never-ending list.
I actually think I'm gonna turn this into the library and just go buy this series. That's how much I loved it. I think I need to read it again. And it's a YA. You know how YAs annoy me? It's so good. There are parts in it that are a little slow. But I love the characters so much, I forgive her. Here, look, I said, I'm just gonna read the first paragraph of my review. I am in shock and awe and horror right now. Shock because that ending has me literally shaking. Awe because Naomi Novik knows how to push all my emotional buttons. And horror because I don't have book 3 in my possession right now.
I need it.
I need it right
Give it
now.
to me.
So that's how I feel about it, Ren. I hope I answered your question. And Ren says, hey to Allie. And it says, Ren, that sounds really interesting. Livia says, hi, Ashley. Ren says, it really is, Annette. Ellen describes her depression and bipolar disorder in such a great way that you feel like you're experiencing too. Her mind is muddled and so is mine. Yes, same. That might be why I like reading, because my mind is much more clear and focused when I'm reading because I'm just there. And did I say that? Ashley says, hi, Livia. Hi, Allie. And Allie says, Dungeon Crawler 3 ebook is over 900 pages. Whew.
Goodness.
Yeah, I think the actual book is over 600. So yeah. Ren says, also, I never knew artists who have mood disorders had such an acute fear of meds since they think they're disorders to their creativity. Oh, yeah. Why do you think I put off getting any kind of ADHD meds for a long time? Because they was, well believed. I was going to say known in quotes, right? But it was widely believed that taking such things kills your creativity. And obviously I did my research and found out it was all bullshit and talked to people who were actually on it and didn't have any trouble with their creativity. But it was the thing that was going around, at least in my generation, for sure. And Molly says, right to what Alicia said about Hoopla, I get 10 borrows a month plus the last week. They pick stuff as bonus borrows that don't count against the 10. Oh, I gotcha. So you get extra stuff. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And my Hoopla has almost nothing. Yeah, my Hoopla just has kids stuff. Yeah, exactly. But that would have been great this month since I am doing Comic-Con readathon. You need kids stuff for Comic-Con readathon? And mine has a lot of romantasy for some reason. So whoever the librarian is in charge of the Hoopla in Montgomery County, they like romantasy because that's the ones they keep getting. So if I have a romantasy I need the audio for, I can always find it on Hoopla. But almost anything else, no. Like I searched for my entire, not a single one of all of these books in all of these different genres. The audio, they don't have the audio on Hoopla. It's not there. Not a one of them. I know. I'm like, now Libby has almost all of them on audio, but I couldn't. Like it's a long wait, not this month.
Right. Oh.
And Ashley says, you can do it, Kelly. If I can finish, anyone can. Right? If it was the 4th of July weekend. Annette says, looks like I can get it from the library, Ren. We'll definitely check it out. Ren says, yep, The Last Graduate was a 5-star read for me. When I got back into reading in high school, that was the first trilogy I read. Oh, what? I'm so sorry. Because that being the first trilogy, you're just going to be like, what's up after this? What is this crap? Except that's not how it works, right? You get really excited about reading and then you're excited about reading. So yeah, I love it. And that says, because we're small, all public libraries in Ireland are linked so we can borrow from any library in the country. It's great. Also, the government supports them pretty well with funding. Well, I could borrow any from the Houston area too, which is why I can get the physical books like all the time. That's why I have the physical of Last Graduate. I have the physical of The Winners by Frederick Bachman. I can get the physical, no sweat. because so many people are doing the audio and the ebook, right? And the audio mostly. I can get the ebook more readily than the audiobook. It's always a shorter wait. But Houston, has 10 million people in it. It's actually, I think it's actually approaching 12. In all of Houston and Harris County, which is all controlled by Houston. And so all that entire area, we have library branches all over, and we can get it from anywhere, and I can request it. But again, their budget is not what it should be for 12 million people. So I always have several months wait for lots of the books. So I plan ahead, right? I have a year ahead. So I look, I'm like, oh, let's see, what do we have in audio? Several months, that's fine. I'll just put it on now, right? So, but that's the trick I always play. I'm always doing research, trying to figure out, okay, how can I read these books? Because I have them. But if I'm trying to read all of them physically, I'll never get them done. I need physical, I need audio, I need ebook, I need all three of those. So I need to split them up. And then once I can't get any other way, then I read physical, which I prefer physical. But, still can't just do that. And Christina says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. Good morning, Christina. And Livia says, I think you just give me a book for the second chance prompt, Kelly, because I only read the first book in that series, and I decided that wasn't the series for me. Oh, give it a second chance. Oh my gosh, so good. So good, so good. And Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds. I do need to take my meds, but I left my water over there, so I need to go grab my water. Stretch and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Christina says, hi, Vanessa, Ali, Sue, Lindsay, Annette, Agent T, Olivia, Molly, Ren, and Ashley. Olivia says, hi, Christina. Molly says, my Hoopla has lots of comics. Oh, nice. And graphic novels. Cool, cool. I haven't even looked. Mine might too. I don't know. Ren says, I found BookTube after finishing the trilogy, so at least I didn't run out of Rex. True. Good point. That was lucky, man. Good job, Ren. Ren says, but unfortunately, that was the last time I walked into a bookstore not knowing what I wanted, right? And needed to read the backs to pick what to read. Didn't have Goodreads or Storygraph either. I do still like just to go into the bookstore and just look for a book. Annette says, see, I rarely do audio. It's maybe 5% of my reading. At this point, it's about 20% of my reading is audiobook. So I don't listen to music as much as I used to now. Anywhere I used to listen to music, I'm listening to an audiobook now.
Man, if I could get an audiobook, it's physical and audio.
No. Yeah, you're definitely an immersive reader. That's your number one go-to. And that's the one thing I don't do. Yeah, I can't. No immersive for me.
Because if I just read it with my eyeballs, I'll be here all day.
Well, yeah.
But
it took me 2.5 hours to finish that book. And yeah, I only had 100 pages left. So yes. But man, I was relaxed, and I sat on the bed because I was starting to sit in this chair. So I sat on the bed, and I had Puppy on one side, I had Cat in the lap, and the other dog was under the bed. I mean, no problem.
You were cozy.
Yep. And Ashley says, hi, Christina. Allie says, hi, Christina. And Ren says, hey, Christina. All right. On that note, let us start our first sprint. I will be editing today. So I have to still check my email. It's one thing I haven't done, and then edit. Oh, I need to get my water, take my meds too.
Breakfast.
Yep. Sorry. You're going to have to say it again. Hold on. Ren says, I prefer audio. My ears are faster than my eyes. Yes, ears are faster. But my eyeball reading would be better if I did it more often. I am finding that my reading with my eyeballs is becoming faster. The problem is it's hard for me to go fast because I'm so used to actually editing books. And you don't do that fast, right? Otherwise you miss everything. So it's hard for me to adjust between the two kinds of reading. But I enjoy them more when I read them. I understand, I remember, I retain it better if I read it than if I listen to it. So that's something for me. And I enjoy the experience more because when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm doing other things, right? So it's not the same kind of thing of just relaxing and reading. Vanessa says, I'm working on ordering new glasses, paying bills, and social media scheduling. Excellent. Get her done, Vanessa. And Annette says, oh, no way. Even at 2 times audio, my eyes are faster. Mine are not. Mine are slow. Yeah, I'm slow. All right. Here we go.
Breakfast. Coffee.
And there was our first sprint. And I got all of my morning stuff done. So I will be ready. I think I'm actually just going to read some people because I've really got to get up to date. I am 3 days behind. So, and it reads really, really fast. So I very well might be able to catch up on the next 2 sprints, and that will take a lot of pressure off. And then I can go back to working. How'd you do, Alicia? I think you're muted. Yep, you're muted. There you go.
Narg.
I always
I
have
got
to check
dressed.
whether it's me or not, because sometimes I can't
Right.
hear you. And it's nope, it was not me.
I clicked the button and it didn't button. I got dressed. I ate breakfast. My husband is he's all over the place this morning. He's like, I have time off. I don't know what to do. He's like, I could do this or I could do that or I could go to the store, and because I'm complaining about my pillow. My pillow is turned into like this lumpy mess. And he's like, I'll just go buy you a new pillow. And then he's like, no, maybe I'll do the Crown Vic battery, or maybe I'll cut the grass, or maybe I'll
Tell
do
him to
this.
spin a
And I'm
wheel.
just
Spin
like,
a wheel. Spin a wheel.
That's exactly what I told him. I was like, dude, just
Uh-huh.
you can make a spinner wheel and
Make a
then
spinner wheel.
just do what it says.
Decision made. Exactly.
I was like, then you don't have to worry about this decision fatigue. And he was like, oh, what? And I was like, decision fatigue? It means that you have too many options and you can't make a decision.
And then you just do nothing
And then
instead.
exactly. And then, or you make too many decisions and therefore you can't make the decision. And I was like, just pick one.
Yep. The decision is, what do I put on the wheel? That's it. And now I just do whatever it says. It's now your boss.
Yep. And then he's like, what are your plans for today? And I was like, well, I'm going to finish sprints with Kelly. And then apparently I have to go to the grocery store because barbecue stuff. And I said, after that, I don't know. I said, at some point I need to film a video that was supposed to go out today. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes, remember 84 Lumber closes at 6. And I was like, okay. My mental load is growing.
Yeah. Story of every woman's life.
And then I remembered that I needed to input receipts into the budget worksheet, and I can't because it still has June. So then I've got to finish filling out June to print it out so that I can put it in the binder so that I could then input the receipts. I should have done this yesterday.
There's always more to do. It never stops. Hi.
It
I
never does.
know. I'm so sorry we didn't go for our WALK today, but mommy she needs a day off. We'll go tomorrow, okay?
Tomorrow.
All right, let's see how chat did.
That is not.
And it's, let's see. No, Christina, I prefer eyeballs or earballs too, but that is because I'm a multitasker and feel guilty sometimes when I sit there only reading. Yeah, I used to feel guilty about that. I don't anymore. Ren says, I want that too, Annette. Studying would be way easier. Christina says, I should be doing something. Yep. No, I just put them on readathons to make lists, and now the reading is the thing I have to do. You see, that's how you do it. When as soon as I realize working harder isn't making things work, I'm like, you know what? Leave me alone. I'm reading.
Exactly. Just, you know what? I can't do it right now. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. And you learn the lie. See, it's the Midwest part in you, Christina. That's what it is in me and too. And as I've learned the lie about hard work is how you progress in this world is bullshit. It's not how it works. Christine says, but then with the ADHD, my mind wanders if I'm not multitasking. So it's not just the mama guilt. Yeah, but see, I have ridiculous ADHD, right? But when I am reading, if I'm into the book, I will get distracted when I first start. And then I have to go back and read again and go back and read again. But then once I get into the book, forget it. Everything else shuts off. It's part of the hyper focus of ADHD. And I will hyper focus on that. And then I'm in it. I'm in it like it's a movie. Like everything is in my head. Sometimes I even hear music. It's pretty pathetic. But that might be because I listen to a lot of soundtracks. So they're in there anyways. And Molly says, at 10, I need to go next door to feed neighbors' kitties, so I may miss Chatty Bit. Oh, no. But at least the kitties get all their food.
Yeah.
Tula says, Tula joined us. Hello, Tula. Good to see you. Hi, Kelly and Alicia. Hey, chat, popping in to tickle the like button and lurk away. Well, thank you so much. We are glad you are here. Jen says, good morning. It's my last day of vacation. Boo. But I'm trying to make the most of it. Hubby comes home from his conference tonight. For now, I'll make an iced coffee and breakfast and continue 11:22:63.
There you
Nice. I like how you're not afraid of big books, Jen. Me neither. And Jen says, oh my, not sure what that word was. Good morning. See, I gotcha. We're good. No worries. Jean says, good morning. Off to do some writing. Excellent. What'd you get in? How many did you get in, Jean? By the way, didn't get any reading done yesterday night because of the heat. Kindle went on strike and just constantly kept rebooting itself. It looks to be fine today. Oh my gosh. That's a little scary. Lindsay says, I'm back. Welcome back, Lindsay. Allie says, got to page 132 in Dungeon Crawler Carl 3. Almost finished chapter 4. And Olivia says, hi, Tula. Jen. Hi, Jean. And Ren says, made it to 72%. Allie says, morning, Jean. Charles says, arg. And Olivia says, my video is still exporting. My gosh. You might
Good
need to stop
Lord.
that and restart it. That's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Might be stuck in a loop. Allie says, morning, Jen. Livy says, hi, Charles. Vanessa says, back from getting more coffee, but bills are paid and glasses are ordered. Next up, social media scheduling. Look at that. Look at that. Getting it all done when you're normally still sleeping. Doesn't that feel good? That's what I like about the early mornings. Charles says 65% into a pirate's life for tea and preparing taco salad for tonight's dinner. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Charles says, hi, Livia. Annette says, morning, Jen, Jean, and Charles. I wrote a NetGalley review and updated my ARC tracking sheet to add my new approvals. Nice. Molly says, I'm back. Took out trash and lots of empty boxes, too, since trash truck is in the neighborhood. Nice. Get it all out. Get it all out. Molly says, hard work is just what they want until you're broken, and then they don't want to support you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's another part where, like, hard work is not, that's not, you need to have, rich parents. Livia says, did you think I can put a poetry book in the choose your curriculum prompt? Maybe under English? Yeah, I mean, it's poetry. Most of us only read poetry in school. So yeah, that 100% counts. And that's what I would do, like right under language class. So it depends on what language the poetry is in. And Vanessa says, Olivia, I think that counts. Yeah, for sure. Allie says, morning, Tula. Jen says, Ren, how was your trip? I think Ren's still on vacation, isn't she? Well, she might be back from the trip, though. I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe.
Back from, because she went on a trip with her sister to the coast, right? And Annette would say, I would say, yes, Livia. I'm including a translated book as Spanish language. Haha, smart. Very smart. Vanessa says, ooh, tacos. Haven't made tacos in a long time. And
I had them on Tuesday.
Tacos is just food for us at this point. I don't know. We have tacos so much. They're usually fajitas, but as in Americans would call them fajitas, but they're just tacos. Molly says, hey, Vanessa, you sprinting on a Saturday, even though 4th of July? Livia says, yep, I think I'll close the program and try again. Hopefully I'll not lose anything. As long as it's saved, you should be okay. Jen says, Kelly, I saw a book at the library the other day called Pride, Prejudice, and Grilled Cheese. That made me think of you. I love that. Yeah, my graphic novel's waiting at the library, but they're closed all weekend, and I haven't had time, so I will pick it up on Monday. Because I wanted to finish The Last Graduate, right? So I finished it yesterday. Like I said, that's why I almost ran just to the library, but I can't. So I will do it Monday so I can turn in The Last Graduate and then pick up my graphic novel, the grilled cheese one that Ren recommended. And Ren says, Jen, the trip was great. My brain really needed the break. I love it. I'm so happy. Vanessa says, Molly, yep. Molly says, I have plenty of ground beef. I should also make tacos. That's it. It's taco day. Vanessa says, I'm not doing anything for Independence Day. Not feeling particularly proud of the country currently. Yeah. I mean, I'm not either. But you know what? that 30% that's ruining it right now, they're not fucking killing my country right now. I'm sorry. It's not what the country's supposed to be. I'm not giving up yet. I haven't given up yet. I'm not gonna. And Molly says, "Yay! That means I'll have someone to celebrate with. Plus, 4th of July for us, the only patriotic part is the decorations. We really just like to hang out and eat barbecue. So we're gonna hang out and eat barbecue. Yeah, it's really about the food.
Food in the company.
Yeah, you know, they could take away all my rights, but they cannot take away my barbecue.
Damn it.
Gotta have some reason to live, for God's sakes. I don't know if you heard Zafo. Zafo says, "Give me brisket or give me death."
Yep. Yep.
Considering how much brisket costs, we might just need death instead. I don't know.
Don't speak that way.
And Molly says, "Yay! That means I'll have someone to celebrate with." Ren says, "Yep, back from the trip, but still on winter break for school. Go back on the 20th. Oh, you got a good break. That's a good amount of time. Reset the brain." And I said, "Tacos are for every day." Exactly. Molly says, "Oh, B, we got to celebrate it to spite the Orange Menace." Exactly. That's why I do it anyways. Screw him. He doesn't own this. Livia, it's in English. I could put under second language, but I'm going to leave that spot if I can't find anything else. Okay, there you go. Vanessa says, "Molly, you are welcome to celebrate on my stream." Molly says, "Livia, I need a book that is translated to English from Italian. Any suggestions?" Yeah, My Brilliant Friend. Oh, wait, English to Italian. No, from Italian. Yeah. My Brilliant Friend. That's what I just read by Elena Ferrante. That's what I recommend. It's historical fiction. I liked it. I still don't think it should be like the best book of the last 25 years, though. I don't understand that. But it was a good book. I enjoyed it. And Livia says, "What genre, Molly?" Vanessa says, "I haven't given up on the country either, but I can't celebrate Independence Day like nothing's different, like everything's okay. I just can't do it." Oh, it's okay. We don't celebrate like everything's okay, but we're still going to do it.
We celebrate the food and the company.
We celebrate the food. Annette says, "I'd say poetry counts for English. I'm putting a Shakespeare retelling in my curriculum under English and a sports romance for physical education." Excellent. Actually, I think I have a sports romance for my physical. Okay, hold on. I have to look now because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I did.
Now tell us what sports romance.
Yeah, I did.
We can
I put the deal in.
I put
the deal in.
The deal?
So it's a good thing we didn't vote for the deal earlier. I would have had to change it. I could have put just the next one in the series, I guess. Yeah, so the deal is what I put in for phys ed. Yeah, that's funny. Great minds. And Molly says, "I prefer fantasy, but others are okay." That's cool, Vanessa. That spites him too. Excellent. All right. Second sprint. Let's get this baby in. And I can laugh at Cora, who's trying to get all the love from Daddy right now. All right, here we go. And there was our second sprint. I got the grocery list made for the barbecue and hosed off the dogs after they played outside and gave them their treat. Also, there's 2 toads hiding at the side of the house. So as I was holding off the dogs, it was filling up with water and they jumped out just to get out of the water a bit. It was really cute. And I read to 29% in Some People. How'd you do, Alicia?
I also wrote my grocery list so I can go to the store after we're done, and then I'm working on bills. So I think I need to reheat my coffee. And now I have a plane sitting at my feet so I can fix the door.
Did Alan make a spinner wheel?
He did not. Apparently he's outside. He was just like, I'm going to go outside.
I mean, if on the do the lawn is even on the list, you should do that as early as possible.
That's what he was thinking too. But he's got a couple of different things that he wants to do, like weed eating, and he wants to put the new battery in the car. I don't understand how they managed to pop the door off. He has like this humongous ship, and it's supposed to go here. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Sure. Now I've got to finagle it and see if I can get it in.
I mean, if it popped out without breaking, it should be able to pop back in. Let's see how chat did. And Vanessa says, yeah, all about spiting the orange menace. And Glenda says, hey there, Kelly, Alicia, and everyone. Why, hello, Glenda. How are you today? We don't normally see you in the morning. Are you up early? Or you just have off work so you were able to come say hi? And Livia says, I'll do some research because many books aren't translated in English. Licia Troisi writes fantasy. And Molly says, thank you. Livia said, I heard she's good and I want to read her books. She's from Rome. Glenda says, hello, Molly, Livia, Annette, Vanessa, Jen, Ren, Charles, Allie, and Jean. Livia says, hi, Glenda. Molly says, hi, Glenda. Glenda says, happy Friday. And Vanessa says, hey, Glenda. Annette says, hi, Glenda. And Vanessa says, so hubby just got back from the grocery. Yesterday I told him not to get any fruit except maybe bananas because we have a Misfits market order coming with a lot of fruit. So what did he buy?
Fruit.
Vanessa says bananas, apples, and a watermelon.
I mean,
and it's just the two of you, right? We would never eat all that, especially
That's
since Zayful we need any of that.
Turn it into watermelon juice.
There you go. We're gonna be eating a lot of fruit this week. Yeah, a lot. Ellie says I got to page 145 in Dungeon Crawler Carl 3. Ren says finished my book and gave it 4 stars. Oh, nice. Jen says I had breakfast and got to part 4 in chapter 3. Moving right along. Ren says we'll be reading the Tea Dragon Festival by Katie O'Neill in the last sprint, the second volume in the Tea Dragon Society graphic novel. That novel, the art in that novel is just so cute. I've not read it. I appreciate the art in it. Allie says, oh no, you say for me not to get fruit. I will get it anyway, says Vanessa's husband. You say, don't get fruit. We have an order coming in. And he heard, get more fruit.
That's usually how it works. Yep.
That's why I made a grocery list. And Allie says, hi, Glenda. Vanessa says, Allie, that is basically my life.
Yep.
Vanessa said, also, Misfit Market Guy is in the driveway now. You see? We'll see what other
now you have
amazing
all of the fruits.
That's right. I usually get 1 fruit a week because I'm the only one who'll eat it. So, I just switch it up every week.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. And I don't eat that much, so I need to make sure. Otherwise, it just spoils. Molly says, I am reading a graphic novel, but I don't understand it. I think it's just random vignettes. For a graphic novel? That's weird.
That is weird.
Vanessa says, yep, just the 2 of us. But we talked about making watermelon sorbet, which will be delicious. Oh, that will be delicious. I mean,
Yep.
this could be
See?
the, make sorbet out of lemons thing. Yeah, yeah. Molly says, watermelon. Is it any good this summer? And it says, gotta unpack the Misfit Market box. Back in a minute. And Allie says, selective hearing is so irritating. Yes, yes, it is. But we all do it. We all do it whether we like it or not. So.
What'd you say? I had to.
No, you're gonna do it right. You'd be like, all of us do not, or yeah, all of us do it.
What'd
you
you
hear what I
say?
said wrong?
Yep. What happened now?
I love it. I love it. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do the last sprint.
I mean, if we reach the bottom of the comments,
yeah, I think we should just go for it.
We are good to go.
I agree. I mean, we are here for productivity, so I say get it done. As I got up this morning going, oh, I wish I didn't do this morning because I have so much to do. But you know what? I'm in pause mode right now anyway, so this is perfect. I'm going to get some reading done while I'm waiting in pause mode. Zapho's got to get up and do the cooler, and we're waiting for Xander to come so that they can head to the grocery store. And I think I will go do a little
My body hurts.
I'm sorry.
But we're making progress on the libraries. That's all that matters. I can be mad and cry and say my body hurts all I want, but it'll be nice when the library's back together and my house is back together.
Exactly. And better than before. Better than it was before the flood started. That's the cool part.
Oh, before I forget again, I wanted you guys to pick the fairy doors. Because 2 of them are going to go on the bookcase themselves. There's 2 bookcases that are getting them. And then I think I have 3 others that I'm going to place around the room. So I want to know which ones go on the doors.
You should put one really high up.
So there's one.
Got it.
And then we have this one.
Nice.
And then we have
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to mute. I am going to get out. So y'all are not going to be able to hear me, but I want your thing to be bigger. So I'm going to get out for a minute and I'll come back in. I know. I'll still be able to see you on Discord, but hold on.
Okay.
Because I can't see it. So I don't know if anyone else can either. And I don't know any other way to make you bigger.
Oh.
Because we're on the same Ninja. We're not separate.
Can you zoom in?
That works. There you go. That works. If you just put it way closer. Okay, cool.
Okay. So there's the first one again.
Got it.
And then here's the second one, if I can. Ooh.
Oh, I like the lanterns on that. That one's pretty. Okay, cool.
And then I have this one.
Oh, with the flowers. Excellent, excellent.
And then I have another green one.
Green one with flowers. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, like ivy. And then this is the last one.
Oh, I mean, that one's my favorite one.
So I need 2 that are going to go on the doors, and then the other 3 are going to go on around the room.
One of them you should put up high, just to be funny.
I could do that. I haven't decided where I'm going to put any of them.
Don't open this door. Or maybe up where one of those shelves are so they could get out and jump on the shelf.
There you go. And do I have it nearby? I do. You were talking about how if I'm going to do the doors, then I need fairies.
Mm-hmm.
I have diamond paintings of fairies.
Oh, so they're little? Are they little so you could put them inside?
So they're like 4x6 size, and I can frame them and put them inside the little doors.
I love that. That's so cute. They have a magic disguise spell. If you spot them, they just turn into a diamond painting.
There you go. And they do.
Real, I swear.
They do have names, each fairy.
Oh.
Flora, Lumina, Nola, Rowena, Tiana, and Zinnia.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know who's who yet.
But
those are the names. So you guys have to help me pick the doors that are gonna go on the doors.
I think you should hold them up to the paint and see which ones you can see the most.
That's true.
Because I think like the purple pink flower one would be really pretty on that green.
Yeah.
And then the green noli one that doesn't really have flowers, has little mushrooms. That one, even though it's my favorite, I don't think it'll show up as well, right?
That's true. I guess I could go get the fairy door and see.
Yeah,
I
and then
have
just
one
see
of
which
them.
one you like the best. Yep.
Painted, yeah.
You know what you do? You need to put it like put the door and then put the thing on top and take a picture, and this is A, and then like put it on your Discord, and then we can vote on it.
Ooh, we could do that.
Right. And then underneath it, just put an A, B, C, D, or whatever, right? You could put a symbol under it, whatever you want to do to have each thing because just a poll probably won't work unless you put all the pictures up, label them, and then put a poll with the letters, right? So
I will work on that during this sprint.
Yeah, and then we can vote because I don't know how we can vote otherwise, right? At least we can let you know, right?
Let's see.
And we need to pick our top 2.
Where can I pick? I will put it in my project polls, which is underneath the 100 pages book club.
Perfect. Or you could just put it in the library, the unintended library.
Yeah, but that one you can't. That one's just for me to post pictures.
Oh,
I can't.
Okay.
You can't respond.
I gotcha.
So yeah, it'll be in project polls.
Excellent.
So I'll do that during this sprint.
Gotcha. Let's see. Annette says, wrote my review for Everything Was Beautiful and Nothing Hurt. It's the front runner for my book of the year. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's impressive. Molly says, blind rich girl runs away from home and almost trips over cop on the ground. He hires her to answer the phone. I think he falls in love with her. She starts living it up because she isn't at her overly cautious parents' house anymore.
Interesting.
Did you tell us what name that book was? I don't remember a name. Molly says, I like it the 1 the best and then 2. Paint a ladder to the high up fairy door. Oh yeah, that would be so cute if you painted a ladder. That's a brilliant idea, Molly. That is so something I would do. That would be so cute. And you put little flowers on it or little vines, like the ladder could be made out of vines. Oh my gosh, that is such a great idea.
I still do have to order my fairy lights, so maybe I can find like a ladder sticker because I am not good at painting straight
ladders are easy. You could do them, and if it's a little crooked, that's even better because it would just look more real. That is so cute. Oh, that's a great. Now I want to do it, Molly. That's such a great idea. All right. Now, for real this time, let's start our last sprint. And there is our last sprint. And Safe was finally cleaning the cooler. So Cora is anxious to get outside and help him. So she's driving me crazy. I might have to put her in her kennel. But I got to 37% in some people, and I'm loving it. This should be like a boring book. There's no plot. Nothing's really happening. But the exploration between the two characters, their relationship, where their resentment is, the fact that they love the same person, one from mother, one from husband, soon to be ex-husband, and how they're mad at the other one for hurting the girl, who we haven't even met, by the way. Her perspective's not in here. It's just fascinating. I'm really liking it. Funny at times. This is definitely lit fic. But I have to say, younger, this book would have bored the hell out of me. But at my age now, this book, it's really, really good. How'd you do? Did you get the poll up?
I did not. It will be up today, so you can do that. But I did not get it up because I husband and children.
There's stuff
and
to do.
Then there was a pool guy, and yeah.
Nope. I get it. I get it.
My brain is on overload.
I understand completely. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to put her in a kennel. She's driving me crazy. She wants to go outside so bad, but all she'll do is help. So,
I'm helping, Mom. I'm helping.
I'm helping. Yeah, I already hosted you off once today. That was enough.
I keep asking do we have everything that we need on the grocery list? And no one has really said anything. So I'm assuming that everything is on the grocery list. I'm getting what is on the list. And if they don't tell me, then they're not getting it.
Then you don't get it. Sorry.
You have to wait till next week.
Let's see. Molly says, Olivia says, my video is finally up. Yay, it worked. All right, we'll have to go check that out now that we are done with sprints today. Glitter. Molly says, woot, Livia. And Annette says, yay, Livia. Molly says, yep, this graphic is a weirdo. The teapot and mug are having a conversation. I like that. Molly says the name.
Sounds very Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, it does. The name Veil Volume 1, Temperature of Orange. Ah, gotcha. And Molly says, and actually, I think you know where has a ladder pet tape for 52% off. Let's see, Vanessa. Okay, back from unpacking all the fruit, we got peaches and nectarines and abriums. It's apricot and plum. Huh. And mangoes and a cantaloupe and donut peaches. Yeah, I haven't had donut peaches. I just had mango chicken yesterday with Chinese, and it's delicious. I love their mango chicken. And Glenda says, Kelly, I submitted an audiobook for Team Yellow Goodbye, The Disillusionment of Nick and Jay. The book was 489 points. Yay! Woohoo! All I've been getting is page counts lately. So once I go get that graphic novel, that'll be that one. And then hopefully before the 13th, but it's long, so I don't know. I can finish Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil, and then that's the last Sapphic and released in June, and I will get both bingos done. So that's my last goal. If I get those 2 books done, I will be happy. Otherwise, it's just page counts for all these books I have to do for all these book clubs. And Molly says, I stopped submitting for my team, and others must have stopped because we are way past where we were when I stopped. Why'd you stop? I've always wanted to try a donut peach. And Molly says, okay, graphic novel is done. Now to review. What were you going to say, Alicia?
What's a donut peach?
They're flat. And Christina put in the next Morning Time Pirates, which is on a Monday, where I will be back to writing. And Christina says Kelly's next reading sprints will be that Monday night. So excited. And I'm sure, because I'm not going to get it done this weekend, I'll be reading Threads of Amarian to get it done for our book club, which is next Friday. It's the rescheduled. So we will have that next Friday to talk about that book. And 2 weeks later, we'll be doing book 4. So we got to get them both in.
I have never seen donut peaches before.
I've never seen them in the store. I've only seen them on Food Network. Yeah.
I didn't know they were a thing.
Mhm. Yep.
Weird. Okay.
I mean, Vanessa is in Georgia. She probably gets all the peaches.
That is true. She
Mhm.
is the peach state.
It's almost a state requirement.
Yep.
And Vanessa says, Molly, I will let you know how the donut peach tastes when I have one. Quick reminder that I'm streaming tomorrow at 11 Eastern to make up for having to miss yesterday. And Christine said, Alicia's Sunday sprints. Yes, we have sprints on Sunday. I'm sure I'll be reading like mad on Sunday to get things done. Okay, now Benny's out there too, and she's really having a fit. Vanessa says, so if you're not barbecuing for the holiday, or even if you are, we'll be getting stuff done. Excellent. And Christina says, Vanessa sprints today. Does she have sprints today? Oh, tomorrow, Vanessa. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's got the writing troop thing today. Ignore that last one then. I thought today was tomorrow.
Me
so
too.
confusing.
I was so thrown
confusing.
off. I was like, wait, there's Saturday morning momentum. Wait, what's today?
Christina says, Ati is the current on the Gay Shit Sprint Parade, and Paula's watch party is later on the Gay Shit Sprint Parade, and they're watching Heated Rivalry. Excellent. Christina said, for more sprinty fun and readathon info, there's the BookTube Bible. Olivia says, did you like it, Glenda? It's on my TBR, but I don't think I'll get to read it this month. Glenda says, it's still early for me. I'll keep reading, Olivia. Christina says, I'm going to try and read again today. I did finish a book Wednesday, so yay! Woohoo! Good job. Today is Druid Cursed by C.J. Barrite.
Ooh, I think I have that one.
Cora.
I couldn't tell you where it's at, though.
Vanessa says, Christina laughs at Christina. I had to skip yesterday to take mom to a med thing. And since I'm not doing any regular streams through July, I didn't want to completely skip. And Livia says, the Ryan Douglas book, Glenda, did you enjoy it? I was going to say, didn't you say finished one? I think that's the one Livia meant. Yeah, so that is the one she meant. Amanda says, started watching Livia's video, but paused to come back here for the end of sprints. Excellent. I will go watch Livia's video after this. And Ellie says, I got to page 168 in Dungeon Crawler Carl 3. And yeah, I caught that, Vanessa. I just thought tomorrow was today.
Yep.
Vanessa says, scheduled the accountability post for the writers troop and working on regular social media scheduling now. TWT has Zoom co-working at 1 p.m. Christina, what is time? I know that's what it said because I read it earlier. And then it went away.
Time?
Yeah, what
Time
is
is
time even?
illusion.
Yeah, exactly. It is. We did make that shit up. It ain't real. Ren says, finished the Tea Dragon Festival and gave it 4 stars. This art is too cute, man. Right? It is. It's cute. It's the only reason I even have it on my TBRs because I was like, look how cute that is. And Christina says, right about time. Livia says, I hope it's watchable, Annette. I didn't even rewatch at the end. Clip Champ was stressing me out too much. Ren says, we'll probably finish up the last volume in the Gay Shit Sprints. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely, Ren. Thank you for being here. Ren says, also got a short story rejection yesterday. Whee! Hey, it's part of the business, right? I don't even mind him anymore. I'm like, look, I tried. Livia says, I did some planning. I should get out to get the meds I ordered, but it's so hot. Yeah. Yes.
You skipped Jen's comment.
Uh-oh.
She got to page 72, 8 more pages left for the day. I'm surprised at how easy this read is and how much I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome. I feel the same way about some people. It's a very quick read. And Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Kelly. Alicia, have a wonderful day. You too. And it says, I'm about halfway, Livia, and it's fine so far. We're going to be reading some of the same books, it seems, especially for Choose Your Party. Vanessa says, Misfit Market has a mystery, fruit, veggie, whatever, and the donut peaches were part of that. I like getting weird fruits so I can try all the things. Same, Vanessa, same. And Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Livia says, thanks for the sprints. Kelly and Alicia, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Vanessa says, thanks so much for sprints. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And it says, yes, thanks for the sprints. Absolutely. Y'all are amazing. If anyone is celebrating this weekend, I hope you have a good holiday. Even if whatever you're celebrating isn't what people think you're celebrating. We're just, like I said, we're celebrating barbecue. And yeah. I mean, this was a great experiment. I guess it lasted 250 years. So it is what it is. Yeah, so we are done. So I think at least you have like Christina put it in, your sprints on Sunday. Yep. And I have a video that goes up in like an hour. And then I have we'll be back for Time Pirates on Monday. So
And if
we'll
I
see y'all
can
then.
if I can get my collective stuff together, I may have a video out later today or tomorrow.
Very nice. I'd love to see it. And Christina says Charles had the day off, but now he has to work. Oh,
boo.
that's the sucky part about retail, especially management and retail. But it is grill day for us, so we will have to figure something out. Yep. I'm so sorry. All right. Let us leave for the day, I guess. Yep. We'll see you this weekend, I guess. Bye.
Yep. Arr.